Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual pricing for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 76-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go directly to our website at funeralfunds.com. We've got these free quotes on every page. Just select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Select the coverage amount. Fill in your birthday, the rest of the information, click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies in your state with all the lowest rates. And I'm going to show you that in a minute as well, too. So the first thing you need to understand if you're a 76-year-old male looking for $25,000 worth of insurance is that $25,000 even going to be appropriate for your needs? Now, if you're going to get cremated, the average cost of a cremation in the United States right now is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to have some sort of ceremony, like a celebration of life or a remembered ceremony, that's probably going to be right around $3,500 to $4,500, including the cremation. So, yeah, $25,000. If you've already got that amount of insurance, you're in good shape. But if you're looking for insurance, we probably wouldn't recommend $25,000 at age 76. Number one, when you overinsure, it's more expensive. We don't recommend that. So we really recommend with this insurance, you just get what you need. So if you're just going to be cremated and come home in a cardboard box or an urn, we'd probably recommend between $5,000 to $7,000. That overinsures you a little bit in the short term, but it also just makes sure that if you live to age 86 or longer, that there's going to be enough money there to cover kind of inflationary price increases. So if you're going to have that ceremony and the cremation, probably look between $7,000 to $10,000, something like that. We can help you understand that. But a lot of times people would say, well, I want to get $25,000 or so and leave some money behind for my kids, or family. And it's okay if you've got the budget to do that, but we work with a lot of folks that are on fixed or limited incomes, and they just don't have that money. So just really our recommendation is get what you need for your final expenses and don't overinsure. Now, if you're going to be getting buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So, and I can assure you $10,000, that's not going to be a fancy funeral by any means, but we would imagine that if you walk into any funeral home in the United States with a $10,000 check, they will probably help you get things done. It won't be anything fancy, by any means, but they will help you get the job done. And we can't imagine that they wouldn't accept that check versus let that check walk down the street to their competition. But if you're looking at $25,000, that would certainly cover, all your burial needs. But again, if you've got a limited income and maybe all you can afford is like $10,000 or $15,000 or $20,000, just get what you can afford. We can always help you add more coverage later. The worst thing in the world is to see a 76-year-old go, man, if I can't do $25,000, I'm not going to do anything. And then they basically they're just setting their family up for failure to have to pay for this at one of the worst times in their lives when they're not going to have any money. So don't do that to your family. At least get something. It's affordable. You can do it. Now, one thing we always recommend is first day coverage or benefits. And the reason is you never know when you're going to pass away. So first day coverage means that hypothetically, if your policy was approved and started today and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would pay the full $25,000 death benefit. That's what you want. You do not want a 2-year waiting period plan that's not going to pay out anything in the next 2 years. We'll talk about that in a moment. But so you definitely want first day coverage, but a lot of people would say, well, I know that I want the first day coverage for sure, but I know they ask health questions with those policies, and I've got some health issues. To which we would say, hey, your health issues are our problem, not your problem. We work with enough different insurance companies. They all have different underwriting. They all have different health questions. And 90 to 95% of the time, we're able to help people get first day coverage. Now, really, the only time we wouldn't be able to get somebody first day coverage is if they had a really significant health issue or issues going on, like you have a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you have dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital, or you're in a nursing home. In cases like that, we typically refer you out to a different company. The other thing that seems to happen, seems like every week, is we'll get a call from somebody and they'll say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week and they didn't have insurance. We don't have the money, and their body's down at the funeral home, and the funeral director's not going to do anything until he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance really quick so that we can get a check in our hand to get a check in the hand of the funeral director. And at which point we have to say, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to offer a policy on somebody who's already died. This insurance does not work out that way. And it's absolutely terrible that, the person who died never took care of this. They knew they were going to die. They just put it off. And eventually life caught up to them, and now they're dead. And now their family has to deal with the fact that somebody that said they loved and cared about them has just stiffed them with this huge expense and this huge emotional burden. And it didn't have to happen. They could have had this insurance and their family could have been protected. So now, what kind of a legacy is that to leave behind? Now every time their name comes up in the future, people are going to remember, oh yeah, they didn't take care of this, and we got stiffed with this bill at the end. And it's tough. Just don't put your family in that situation, and go out on the right terms. Have this taken care of. It's affordable for you. So one thing we don't recommend is the plans with 2-year waiting periods. And Colonial Penn, they're probably one of the better known 2-year waiting period plans. Their $9.95 plan. There's other companies out there too. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha line, AIG, Gerber. There's other companies too that's all they do is sell 2-year waiting period plans. And some of these companies have done an amazing job convincing the American public that the only thing that they would qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period, to which we go, ha, ha, ha. Nothing could be further from the truth, because we help people with first aid coverage all day long. So don't fall for that marketing. Don't believe that stuff. Now, a lot of 76-year-old males might think with the Colonial Penn plan that, I outsmarted them. I lived until age 76, and now I saw that TV commercial, and for $9.95, I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for $9.95. I am so smart for putting this off so long. And then they talk with a Colonial Penn agent or go to their website like we did and see that for a male age 76, $9.95 is going to get one unit. It's going to pay out $521. Now, $521 is not enough to take care of a cremation. Probably won't even take care of like the flowers. Yikes, right? So do you think there's any possibility that you get on the phone and, one unit is $521? Do you think there's any possibility there's going to be an upsell? So because Colonial Penn offers these units, we really recommend you be cautious with these teaser rates, because most people find out that, $9.95 is not going to cover their needs. But let's take a look, because you can't even get $25,000 if you're a 76-year-old male, because Colonial Penn maxes out at 15 units. So let's see what that is. 15 units for $150 is going to be $7,815. That's not even enough for a burial. Yeah. Let's take a look at what first aid coverage would be. $25,000 male, age 76. I'm going to click here. Again, this is $150 for $7,800. So this is definitely more, right around $257. It's definitely more. It's about $100 more, but you get almost $17,000 more insurance. So we're not suggesting that you get $25,000 if you can only afford 10 or 15 or 12,000 or 17,000. We can help you out with that. We can shop around all the different insurance companies. This is level first aid coverage, but let's look at a couple other companies here while we're here anyway. So let's go down here. Here's one. You'll be able to see all these insurance companies on our quoter, but like Lincoln Heritage, they're a fine company, I guess. I mean, their pricing's higher, $340. Ooh, gee, that's getting expensive. Level coverage, first day coverage, that's good. Now, Lincoln Heritage has a thing where when you pass away, they'll call 2-3 different funeral homes to like get the lowest pricing, maybe do a couple other things, but you pay for that service. I mean, it's $340. Let's go back here. And this was $257. Lincoln Heritage is about $80 more a month. So $80 more a month, that'd be roughly around $960 more a year. If our 76-year-old male lives to 86, you're going to end up overpaying right around $9,600 on a $25,000 policy. So think about that. Is that worth you paying right around $9,600 roughly for an insurance company to make 2 or 3 phone calls, maybe do a couple other things that might take an hour or so? Again, might just take an hour or so of their time. Almost $10,000 an hour. Woohoo! That's a moneymaker for the insurance company. So we don't recommend that. What we do is we provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. And when you pass away, you are actually prior to passing away, you just fill that out. Who gets what goes where, and what you want done after you're gone. And you keep that with your insurance policy. And now when you pass away, your family not only has the financial protection that you provided for them, but they're protected emotionally because you've laid out everything that you want done. And all they have to do is execute your final wishes, and they will know that they've done everything that you wanted done and taken care of, and that you actually provided the money to do that too. So you protect them both financially and emotionally. And what a wonderful gift to leave behind. What a wonderful way of saying, I've loved you my whole life, and even in my death, I still love you by taking care of this in advance. So yeah, it's a wonderful legacy to leave behind. And you can check out all the other different insurance companies here. We can help you get insured with anybody that you're looking for here for the most part. So again, just click on our free quoter here. We've got one specially for our YouTube visitors, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And you can click on that, get the best discounts, the lowest rates. You can also call us at 888-862-9456. And one of our agents can help you. But whether you've got an existing insurance policy and you just want to price check it to make sure you got the best deal, or you want to add coverage to it, we can help you out there. If you want a brand new policy, we can help you out there. If you just have any questions or concerns or want to understand how any of this works, we can help you out there too. So we look forward to today. We actually get to meet with you and chat with you and help you out with this. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, and you have a nice day. Bye-bye.